afternoon and welcome to the Midday News here on CNC3 and the TBC Radio Network. I am Bhavita Gopalchan. Thank you so much for joining us. Top of the news at this time. The government has extended the period during which the former coat of arms of Trinidad and Tobago can continue to be used, pushing the deadline to January 2nd, 2031. The extension was approved by Homeland Security Minister Rod Alexander, allowing ministries and state agencies more time before the new design becomes mandatory. The former coat of arms was due to be phased out by January 1st, 2026. That deadline has now been pushed back by 5 years. The decision to redesign the national symbol was first announced by former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley in August of 2024. The new coat of arms replaced the 3 ships associated with Christopher Columbus with a gold steel band and pansticks reflecting this country's national instrument. Well, former Culture Minister Randall Mitchell is questioning the justification for extending the use of the old emblem and whether the decision carries any financial costs. He also questioned why the government would support the inclusion of the steel pan on the coat of arms in Parliament, but now allow the former version to continue. Mitchell said the decision was made without public consultation or explanation and added that the public deserves answers. However, in response to CNC3 News, Finance Minister Devendra Tanku said retaining the old coat of arms during the transition will save the country millions of dollars. He described the phased approach as practical, noting it avoids immediate replacement of signage, currency and official documents. And Trinbago has since expressed disappointment in the move, saying the delay contradicts the unity and resolve demonstrated earlier this year when both sides of the House unanimously agreed that the steel pan deserves its rightful place on the national emblem. Well, Venezuelan Justice Minister Diosdado Cabello has once again criticized Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar, accusing her of reckless behavior and warning of a forceful response if Trinidad and Tobago allows the United States to use its territory for military action against Venezuela. The comments mark the first reaction from a senior Venezuelan official since Persad-Bissessar criticized CARICOM over the weekend for aligning with what she described as a dictatorship in Caracas and accused Venezuela of widespread human rights abuses. Cabello, widely regarded as the country's second most powerful figure, claimed the U.S. is already operating from Trinidadian territory and said Venezuela would respond militarily to any attack launched from TNT, despite long-standing peaceful relations between the two countries. To news of crime now, police are investigating the murder of 33-year-old Creston Phillips of Marabella. According to reports, Phillips was shot around 8 a.m. on Monday along Manohar Street in Marabella. He was taken to the San Fernando General Hospital, where he later died from his injuries. Investigators say Phillips was walking along the roadway when a vehicle drove past, stopped a short distance away, and several shots were fired. The vehicle then drove off. Police recovered multiple spent 9mm shell casings at the scene, and CCTV footage is being reviewed as investigations continue. To some other developments now, a coalition of child rights advocates is calling on the Prime Minister to reinstate a ministry dedicated to children's affairs, warning that the absence of a central authority is contributing to dangerous gaps in child protection. The call follows disturbing disclosures in the Teaching Service Commission's 2024 annual report, which confirms that 16 allegations of sexual abuse involving teachers and schoolgirls were recorded over the past year. 13 of those allegations involving 5 teachers are currently before the TSC tribunal, while none are before the courts. The collective says the cases spanning both primary and secondary schools raise serious concerns about delays, weak enforcement, and systemic failure. The advocates argue that while mandatory reporting laws exist, they are ineffective without timely criminal investigations, child-centered protection, and visible accountability. The group is also questioning the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service on its capacity to properly investigate child sexual abuse cases. Well, day 11 of Operation Festive Shield ended not with arrests or roadblocks, but with Christmas cheer. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service rolled out a holiday caravan yesterday from St. James to Arima, winding through Central before finishing in Arangues. Deputy Police Commissioner of Operations Suzette Martin told reporters the procession was meant to reassure the public and strengthen community ties. She said officers are not only here to enforce the law, but to share safety tips, show care and lend a hand wherever possible. Martin hopes the caravan becomes more than a one-time gesture, aiming to make it an annual tradition on the TTPS's calendar.
We are hoping that this will not be a one-off, but it will be an annual event for the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service in going forward. All the divisions are on board and we are getting tremendous reviews from this initiative.
Well, Martin urged the public to be more proactive and adopt safety measures when out.
Be aware of your surroundings, and please, when you go out, you manage the amount of cash that you have in your possession. We now have cards that you can use, your bank cards at any and everywhere. So we are asking to limit your cash, limit your jewelry, and be aware of your surroundings.
Well, the DCP also urged people not to drink and drive, as she said police and licensing officials would be out monitoring and enforcing the law during this festive period. Let's take a short break. Sport news when we come back.
Unwrap the biggest Christmas sale of the year. Complete a single vision eyewear from just $279. Or complete single vision transition lenses with designer frames for only $699. Available while stocks last. And many more in-store specials available only at Seaview Optical.
Ever wonder how the way you start your day can make all the difference? Tired of waking up struggling with congestion? Without Neomed Sinus Rinse, you are likely to battle with nasal congestion, impacting energy levels and overall well-being. The choice is clear. A great morning starts with Neomed Sinus Rinse. Now I can't imagine starting my day without it. All natural sinus relief.
Add the true taste of Christmas to your dishes with Caribbean flavors. Start your holiday baking with Caribbean flavors, essences, and cake spice blends made for sponge cake, sweet bread, and sorrel. Refresh your festive moments with Caribbean flavors flavored Moby in fruitcake flavor and other delicious flavors. Try our Caribbean flavor sorrel concentrate. Perfect all festive gatherings. Our signature ham glaze perfectly balances your ham or chicken. Caribbean flavor seasonings and sauces adds flavor to every bite. Caribbean flavors, the heart of every Trini's Christmas table. Available at leading supermarkets nationwide.
What do you think of Kamala's outfit?
Now, our outfit. If our outfit is worn inside, is it really our outfit? All right.
We're going.
Are we doing people's work?
Yeah, where?
No, the people's work. It's done on CNC3 on the rundown. Oh, you thought it was here?
Yeah, but
No, it's done on CNC.
West Indies crumbled on the final day of the final test to lose their three-match series versus New Zealand 2-0. The 323-run defeat on Sunday extended their losing streak down under another year. After the match, West Indies captain Roston Chase bemoaned the conditions at the Bay Oval and his team's inability to adapt to them in time.
Disappointed with the result, but we always knew it was going to be tough, and we didn't expect it to deteriorate so much, the pitch, but we saw it from yesterday. Some balls obviously misbehaved, but yeah, it was always going to be tough, but it is sports, so you have to find a way to through any challenge, to find a way to come out on top.
By stark contrast, Black Caps captain Tom Leatham said the whole 5 days went exactly to plan.
A pretty clinical performance in terms of, I guess, how we wanted to operate. Winning the toss, batting first, being able to get 5 or close to 600. As the perfect blueprint. Turning up today with a chance of a test victory. Things not necessarily happening in the first hour, but we certainly understood if we're able to hang in there for long enough, when you be able to create some opportunities on a surface that was certainly deteriorating, and we certainly saw that. From some of the dismissals, but I guess also the way that the pitch was reacting. So obviously very pleasing to I guess to finish like that, and a nice way to finish the test summer.
Well, that's it for sport. It's back to a break.
Things don't always go as expected. Be ready with Trinry for auto, home, business and group life. Call us at 800 TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Huge insurance premium. Pay your premiums bit by bit with FlexiPay from Trinry. For more manageable auto, home and commercial insurance payments, call us at 800 TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Trinry. Premier insurance coverage for less.
Stomach discomfort again? Bloating, cramps, irregular bathroom habits? Meet Vivera, your daily support for a balanced gut. Vivera works fast to help reduce the abdominal pain, ease bloating, and support healthy digestion. It helps restore balance to your gut so you can get back to feeling light, comfortable, and in control. Choose for real digestive relief, safe, effective, and trusted for both children and adults. Now available at pharmacies nationwide. Vivera, feel the difference.
Something for everyone at PRW this Christmas. Get an RCA 40-inch TV for $1,850. Amazon Fire tablet, $550. HP laptop, $3,100. 6 feet lighted Christmas tree only, $599. PS5 console from $5,300. Get an 8-channel security combo for $3,000. MSI 21.5-inch monitor, $850. Call PRW today. 285-9779.
Are you battling diabetes, infertility, heart disease, or vision loss? Oxidative stress may be the hidden culprit, damaging cells and disrupting vital functions. The answer: antioxidants. Introducing N-Toxil Fort, the super multi-antioxidant formula. With powerful ingredients like glutathione to detox and boost immunity, superoxide dismutase to neutralize free radicals, lutein and zeaxanthin to protect vision, and carotenoids to fight inflammation. Choose N-Toxil Fort for powerful antioxidant support. Available now at pharmacies nationwide.
Internationally severe Pacific storms are wreaking havoc across California. Flash flooding has already claimed one life, and now other areas are facing serious threats. Here's more from CNN.
California is getting clobbered again.
The weather has just been a little unpredictable. We're getting more rain up in this elevation than I'm kind of used to.
Roughly a month's worth of rain fell in Redding this weekend.
It's really bad. We're a little bit nervous about even trying to go over with a big hurricane.
And now an atmospheric river, which is exactly what it sounds like, is bringing more downpours throughout California this week.
Snow will be measured in feet across the Sierra Nevada mountain ranges, but the rain measured in several inches across Southern California. The flood threat is real. Now is the time to prepare.
Evacuation warnings are in effect Tuesday for areas with burn scars from recent wildfires. Meanwhile, state and local officials are reminding residents to be extra cautious while behind the wheel.
Those flooded posted signs are to warn residents that road is flooded. It's technically not closed, but we definitely don't advise people to go through those roads.
Much of Central California is under a flood watch until Friday, and the National Weather Service expects up to 5 inches of rain across the northern Sierra by midweek.
We know that we're expecting a lot of rain and some wind, but we've weathered these storms in the past, so we're just doing everything we can to be ready.
It's time to hand it over to Jean-Marc Rampersad for our weather forecast.
We had yet another sunny start to the day with similar conditions likely to continue into this evening despite the low chance of a brief isolated shower. A narrow band of clouds is expected to move over us tonight, giving Tobago a few showers at first, then Trinidad during the early morning. Isolated showers are expected to continue over Trinidad tomorrow afternoon before leading into a mostly fair night. Christmas morning is expected to be the coolest for the month so far, with only a few showers developing by the afternoon, interrupting otherwise sunny conditions.
Well, thank you for joining us for a look at today's developments so far. We love these stories and so much more coming up for you in a Midday Newscast at 7 p.m. today. Until then, have a great day.